So this game has been taking all of my free time. I did receive this key from the developers for a sponsored segment on Twitch for 1 hour. Full disclosure, did receive a key. That being said, I've played this game a lot. I've put in a lot of hours. Going by right now, I will check the latest number right now. I am sitting at 17 hours. So I played 17 hours of this. I was paid to play it for 1 hour on stream. So I obviously like it. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of grinding up the Covenant ranks. I'm going to go down to rank 0 and just show what the game's like. And just try to get a really cool combo for you. I personally enjoy this a lot more than Slay The Spire. Let's go ahead and grab it. What do we want? Oh, let's make our units cheaper, of course. Now, I like to hit burnout here. Burnout basically means that after 3 turns, it dies. There's multiple ways to increase your burnout. Obviously, I don't have any of that here. Sadly, if I'm playing on a higher Covenant, I get some free stuff. And you can use that to get a hold of some nice starting spells and things. So we're going to throw him down. And throw this down. And we're going to grab a morsel. Morsels are eaten at the end of a turn. And let it go. Easy first round. Throw a dreg up here. This will attack this. This gives me 50 gold. I'll throw a dreg down here. Whatever. Didn't really need to do that, though. Could have put morsels down, try to buff it, but we are going to die soon. That is a downside of this character, is if you pick the burnout, he dies. Until you get ways to increase your burnout. So he's dead. We're going to power through it. We're going to go ahead and put this morsel here. Just delay it an extra turn to do more damage. You see this will last long enough that this dies. This will do 32 for the round. Pretty accurate. Sometimes there's mistakes with the numbers here. When it involves things splitting into multiples, maybe we'll get to see that this run. And very simple. Nope, can't do that here. Throw down this dreg. And as soon as you see the X on the boss, you can basically hit end turn. And that's it. Boss is dead. Simple, easy, painless. So here's your spoils. So right here, this gives burnout too. This is pretty much what you want for this type of character. This means that every time you use this spell, burnout is increased. They'll last longer on the board. And we're not going to take any of the morsels right now. Although that 0 cost morsel is pretty nice. We also have to remember that units will be cheaper because of the Forever Flame. Let's go here and take another Rembrandt unit. Meh. I'm not going to take either. I am going to go here, though, and I'm going to upgrade some stuff. So let's just upgrade... let's upgrade our dregs, right? So upgrade... Just throw some money at them. See, this will increase burnout. We're going to go ahead and make this burnout higher. And we're going to go ahead and make its health higher. So basically, we're just making it a little better and head on to the next wave. I'm going to be going pretty quick because I don't have to worry as much in these lower difficulties. It's more or less just showing how the game works. So right away, we can go ahead and make it burnout 5. He lasts longer. Throw this down. And we can use these morsels, and these morsels will buff this here. This morsel right here actually has damage, so it will kill this 3rd unit. Sadly, this will go to our 3rd floor after this because of haste. So we can go ahead if we want and do Greg. Why not? Train Steward, Train Steward. And this will basically wipe everything out. Go ahead and we'll give this lifesteal. And as you can see, it already says it will heal for this round. Alright, and there we go, drag again. We have no ways to pull this back. Sometimes you do let them die on purpose. That way you can bring them back to life after the burnout. We don't have any cards to facilitate that yet. Right here, you can see that this is actually sweep, so this will do 5 damage to everything. I didn't really have to do that because, as you can see, -6, but you can also see X here. That means we beat this boss, and boss will die. And that's it. That's all we have to worry about, and we go on to the next round. Now here, you can see molded. This reforms a unit. That brings a unit back. Reform is going to bring a unit back, give it +5 health, +5 attack, and 0 cost. So essentially, you can use that to make your units cheaper. We really don't have to do that. But if one of our burnout units dies, it'll come back a little bigger, cost nothing, and we'll have an increased burnout. We're going to go ahead and grab Space Prism to make our rows a little bigger. Just gives us more wiggle room to put things down. We're going to go with Artifacts because artifacts are fun. And let's go with I'm not going to take the key. It makes it endless. So what this would mean is these units here labeled as Waxers, they would come back on the top of our deck, but that kind of clogs up our deck a little bit in my opinion. So I'm going to take this, which applies days if something does get below our pyre room at the top. Now this is really neat. So what this does is it permanently increases the attack of this unit if it eats something. So we can put morsels down and make this permanently bigger. Of course, that health is not great, but that can be increased using the buffs like we did last round. And the concealed caverns are basically your RNG event. And we can take a buff. We can take this artifact here. When your pyre kills a unit, restore 5 health. Or we can do this. Our units can't be healed, but all of our units get more health. So we lose 10 health if we do it. I'm going to actually take the shard. Why not? Makes our morsels really big. Makes our waxer units really big. Sweep won't kill our weaker units. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We're at the lowest difficulty. I've actually taken this on the higher difficulty to prevent Sweep from wiping my morsels on more runs focused around the Gorge and Eat mechanic. Alright, so I'm actually going to put the Gorger on the second row. And we're going to throw this here. And as you see, it will actually get the buffs, but this will also become a permanent buff. We're going to go ahead and kill these. This will still hit. Alright, and we did not get a way to boost our burnouts. That's kind of sad. We'll go ahead and take our morsel. We'll put the morsel. It is a morsel right here. These will go ahead and do a little damage to the boss. Up to 4 permanently. And of course, this unit has no way to heal now, which is, you know, it's fine. Grab some more morsels. So each of these morsels is giving us +1 embers next turn, plus he gets bigger. Pretty good. He burned out, so that's bad for us. But we can now grab this. We can grab him right back out. He's up to burnout 4. Slam him down. Go ahead and put this in, make that last longer. Throw this in, why not? You can do these morsels. Neither of the morsels have attack. If they had attack, I would put them here so they could kill this one. So instead, we're just going to throw them up here for the permanent buff. All right. And let's see. Do that. Throw this up here for the extra power next turn. Now, it does suck that we're Heartless because Lifesteal won't do anything. Now, here's kind of something important. If you notice here, this costs 2, and I have Molded here. What I can basically do is if I drew this next turn, I could place this unit here and literally use my starting character every row. Not the top row because it's full. But, we didn't get lucky. We drew it right now. Go ahead and use this. Could have also Heartless a morsel. If I had a chosen morsel I wanted, maybe a rare morsel. But this boss is not a problem. It's over. Didn't really have to do what I did there. I normally overkill it. So here we have Endless. So this is actually something I like to pick up. I can use that. It's a consume, which means it gets used the first time unless you change that. It will simply disappear. I can use that on my champion right here, and simply the champion will come back after he dies. Legion of Wax is crazy. On death, it summons Twins of Wax. Twins of Wax on death summon Mode of Wax. If you get this and you start buffing that unit up, it will bring you insane increases to how much damage you can do. Right now, we're literally just going to go for the Merchant of Steel to upgrade stuff. And my first plan is we are upgrading this Legion Wax. I'm also going to re-roll because I don't want any of that. And we're going to add more attack to the Legion Wax. I like it to attack. We're going to actually take... You know what? No, we're going to take this Quick. I could have put Quick on the Wax. That would have been pretty good. We're going to put Quick on our Gorger. And we're going to add Burnout to one of our Dregs to make them a little better. We'll do that. And we'll just make the stats bigger and keep the Burnout. And this we can remove cards. I don't care enough to. And we can also do this. I'll do this because no, I won't, because we have Heartless and I don't have a way to heal. We could turn on Spikes, which basically means that all enemies when they're hit will do 4 damage to them, 4 damage to us, with an additional reward of an artifact. It's not worth it. We will throw down this. I can go ahead and make him endless. He'll come right back. We can go ahead and throw this here and just put our dregs in and let it go. And now we can go, I'll put the Gorger up here. Go ahead and put that here. We'll go make this wider. And we'll wait. This shouldn't be a problem at all. Okay, so we can now go and take these morsels. These morsels, as you can see here, all enhancements and upgrades, anything that buffs this here will also buff the things created from it. So what we can do is, shouldn't have played that. What we can do is we can take anything like this one does buff stats, put it on this, and while this one up here just does extra power, we can give it to the Overgorger for the permanent attack increase. And so now you can see we've kind of got a little bit of an issue where this is going to fall out and die. It's actually not that bad because we'll get the unit back immediately anyway. We're just going to go ahead and put the lifesteal on this. We'll go ahead and throw these two up here for the Gorger. And this is just a kind of a setup turn before the boss comes. So there's the boss, and we throw this down. We go ahead and make him last longer, and now you can see we went from a burned out candle to death, and we just end. We don't even have to worry about the second rose. And this is why I like this unit. Makes some pretty easy wins. It works pretty well in the harder difficulties as well, in my opinion. Alright, I don't want any of this. We'll just take the money. I don't want... We could do this, but I don't want to, so we don't have enough morsel support for us to use feeding like that. Alright, we can go for more buffs to our units. I don't think we really need it, so let's go over for money. Grab the money. We'll go to the caverns first. So here we can go for health, or we can go for money for an artifact. And our pyre just got 40 health, 100% worth it. And we head off. I'm going to head into the here, and we have all the different things we can do. So what I like to do is we're going to go ahead and put reform on this here. On permafrost on this here on our reform. What that means is that essentially it will stick in our hand. We can also lower the cost, so we can just make that cost nothing. Refresh the page. Hold over. When this card is played, it goes back on top of your deck if you want to keep using a card. As I said, nothing here has magic power. I'll go ahead and make Remnant Pact free. I can't remove the consume. That is an option, but it's not available at this merchant. Or I could make more things, endless of my choice. Non-boss enemies restore all health and they move up a floor, and we get a random artifact. Nah, I'd rather not lose a low difficulty run by overcomplicating things. Don't think I would, but I'd rather not do it. And we'll go ahead and do this and this. See, it's dazed. All right, we'll do this. And we have buff for this. This doesn't have any extra buffs, so we'll give it to the Gorger. And no reason to add anything else down here. We're still wiping this. Alright, there's that. We're going to make this endless. And looks like we're not killing it, so we can go ahead and throw you here. You're giving a stat buff. Put down the Dreg. Put down the Train Steward. And we can actually take something back. Let's go ahead and grab this. It's just making the morsel come back, but we can eat it again. This is like our, if the bottom row fails, this guy dies, he will split, basically fill this whole row and just wreck my opponents. Didn't have to really do that. Go ahead and grab this. Nothing important. Put it up here and in turn. Still lives with 1 health. Also, I'm purposefully leaving enough space where if I can set this behind this, and then this will be guarded by all of these that are created. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to be doing some morsel stuff. So we got morsel here, and turn. Quick, let's that attack first so it doesn't take damage. And now this is back. So there's our guy. Now if you see here, he's dying from the burnout. Now he's still not dying from the burnout. Now he's still not dying from he's dying from damage. Put that here. And what we've done is we've made one of these attacks will hit this just long enough that he lives. And it won't even get to our second row. Fun game. All right, we can do intent on death. This is actually something I'm going to take. We can use that with that middle unit here and make it basically go off early while still keeping the big boys. Basically, the enemies will have to kill all the units created, and then at the end of it, they're still stuck with my big boy up there. All right, so morsels get damage shield. Extinguish, apply 5 armor to the front unit. So what this means is when a morsel dies, or anything dies, but especially morsels, the front unit will then get more armor. I can duplicate something. Duplicate the Legion of Wax. Maybe we try to put one on those on each row instead of the Gorger. We're getting later in the game. The Gorger's probably not going to get much bigger. Could have also removed the Gorger from the deck because I really don't want to use it right now. So this boss is common. Basically, you're going to have these guardians here you have to get through, and then the boss will do things on top of that. Throw this down here. That will kill this. This, if it lives, will give me a extra card to my deck that I really don't want. I'll have to play from hand or take damage to my pyre. There's the weight. We're going to go ahead and throw the Legion of Wax at the top. We're going to grab this, and we're just not hitting... This is probably going to hit our shard of the pyre. That's not a bad deal. We're gonna go ahead. We don't want this right now. Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in that to at least get rid of the Guardian. I shouldn't have put that in front because it'll die for no reason. I should have just let this take the damage because it's going to burn out anyway. So that's dead. So we still don't have a way to bring back our main guy again. Go ahead and consume that to make that bigger. Throw this here. Not getting great morsels. The better option is pretty much always to leave the champion able to be brought back. Wait, did I forget to play the champion? I must have. I must have had the champion in hand and not paid attention. You can see I underestimated the easy difficulty and wasn't paying attention then. We'll get him back. He should be in the discard pile then. No? Did he get consumed? No. Is he in the deck? No. Where did he go? That's weird. I should have been able to reform him and bring him back. Oh, here we go. So you can see this here. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put Endless on this. You know what? Let's do it. Endless on this. And we're going to extinguish it. Oh, look at that. This is dumb. This is dumb. I don't even know how this will work out. I've not thought this through. So now we have, it's overfilling the row with these guys, and when they die, they come back. I think I just sealed my own fate, to be honest. Why doesn't he come back? He's endless. Why doesn't he come back? I actually don't know. Why is he not coming back? Did I mistake something? Am I misunderstanding how endless works? Consume, apply endless. Is it because their health doesn't go back up because they can't be healed? Ooh, that would be a problem. Either way, I may have messed up, but we're fine. We'll be fine. So we let the fight go out on the bottom row. The final round, after he clears out this row. I don't think that's happened yet this run. There'll be a frozen bit here. It'll freeze. I can go ahead and let this be killed if I want. I'm going to do that instead. And now we have these guys. And let it roll. Oh, this guy can't get endless, I don't think, actually. I think that's actually one of his keywords is he can't be endless. That's my bad. Okay, so this guy would do that. We'll leave all this stuff. It doesn't matter. We aren't needing it. We'll do more row on the floors. Still don't understand the champion, though. Maybe I must have just not been paying attention. We'll do this. Give me that. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time. Sure. Reforge my champion. We'll just make his stats bigger. And we'll buff some stuff here. We'll buff the health of the Gorger. Health and damage of the drag. Multi-strike. Multi-strike drag. With extra burnout so it lasts longer. More attack on the drag. It's fine. Alright, let's head in. And we're gonna go ahead and play this guy. I'll put the Legion of Wax here, and I'll put the Overgorger here. So this is really nice because we can take out this top unit. Now the problem comes in when you have small units in front of big units, and then it gets really, it can get really difficult and annoying. So like down here, we'll kill this, but this has a lot of health. Pretty much anything we put down here is not going to do much for us. Go ahead and throw this here. Sadly, that'll kill that, so instead I'm going to put a dreg. And I'm going to put a dreg here as well, because I can. And we're going to put another one of these here. This will probably get some damage into our pyre. This is the guy that normally, with my strategies, one of these guys will make it through. But here you see we've got this little bitty thing here. That's a problem. So consume endless on a friendly unit. So he should go back on the top of my draw pile. We're going with should. Sucks that that'll disappear. And let's see. Might not work with Heartless. I might have never done this combo with Heartless, actually. Oh, there he is. Weird. Why didn't you stay on top of my draw pile? Must have been maybe a buff from the previous enemy. It disables your first spell. No, but then why wasn't he in the consumer end pile either? Very interesting. I'm gonna put that first. If I had put that first, I would have actually killed this. So when they're dazed like this, it basically means that they don't attack, but my pyre is strong enough to just wipe them out. Go ahead and we will mold it. What do we want? Give me Burnout 3 drag. That's dead now. And we got some morsels for our middle guy. He's still working it up. And you can, of course, speed it up even faster if you'd like. I normally like to watch the animations because that's just how I am. A little bit of the animations, not all of them. So this is basically going to be our last turn before the, basically the final countdown of enemies. The boss should come up here. And as you can see, he's got a lot of health. We're going to go ahead and grab this one here. We're gonna do that. And this died. We're gonna do this to make this bigger. And call that a turn. It should not be a problem for us to actually win this, though. Next row. We can't play him. Not enough room. We'll have enough room up here. But before that, we're going to go ahead and... remember, this is getting extra every single time permanently. So we can just start throwing these in. Just permanent damage for any future rounds. Easy. And the split up dude. As you can see, it makes the little candles too. It was never a worry. Nah. When attacking, excess damage is applied to the subsequent enemy unit. You know what? We're going to take the Umberstone. I rarely get that. If I put that on my champion, that is insane. I'm going to take money. I'm going to take pyre, and I'm going to go for trinkets. Let's see what we got. Grant +3 stacks of burnout. Yes. Units gain an extra upgrade slots. This will let you make your units even better. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time. So this means where I'm getting that permanent plus, it would be a permanent plus in extra time. So essentially, this here would be getting +4 attack every time it would gorge. This infused mallet is actually crazy because so many enemies have 3 or less health that we're just gonna go in here real quick and look at it, whatever. Whoa, what was that? Ooh, +4 burnout. Actually, that's not bad, but I guess that's because of this makes the burnout, no. This makes burnout bigger, so +4. So we'll head on, and this, I believe, is the final battle, so should not be a problem. Every time I use a spell, it gets consumed for the first spell each turn. That means it will simply disappear from my deck, whether it's a consumed spell or not. So if it's not a consumed spell, that sucks. If it is a consumed spell, you don't even really notice. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Could have used the morsel there first and wasted the morsel, but it's fine. This thing's already sitting at 10 burnout. As you can see, that's a lot. We're gonna go ahead and give it trample. So basically, this one unit is now going to be able to trample through and hit the boss. That is something that I've wanted to do and not been able to do yet. So very happy to see that. I'll go ahead and throw that down just because we can. I didn't play that from my hands. My pyre took damage. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. And you can see that he's basically gonna one-shot all of them. That's a lot. Alright, so this has attack, so this goes back here. And this morsel, before being eaten, will kill this unit for us. And we'll throw that here. And you know what? Let's throw out another dreg here. This is an extra damage. Why not? If I put it at the end, it would have put more damage on the boss. Alright, so we can also apply Endless. Now we have Endless Trample. And I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this molded here for now. And you know what? Intent on death. Boom. So now these guys are all checking them out. It's fine. Throw our morsel out here. We'll make this guy a little bigger. And, I mean, we're doing 112 damage on the enemy, and we're not even in the final round. Without a doubt, I'm pretty sure we are just safe. And go ahead and play this. Throw down some more morsels because we can. Final wave. And as you can see, he's going to die to damage. That does suck. So I'm going to go ahead and place this in front. He still dies to damage, but he's going to get more damage off. As you can see, that's up to 459. Throw these out, throw these out. And now I'm just going to grab damage shield morsel. Why not? Throw a damage shield morsel back here. Makes him last a little bit longer. Grab this morsel. Damage shield morsel. We'll throw it up here for this. And now it's doing 638 damage. Should not be a problem. We'll just attack through until he kills this row. That middle row should just completely wreck him. And it's not even a question. Can't put him down. I'll throw him up here. But it's GG. No problem. Barely any time. These guys were going to last and do probably thousands of damage. And this is the lowest difficulty run using some, using some later unlock stuff. I believe you can just keep doing the lower runs to unlock cards, is what I was reading, but I have just been pushing myself far. This is the first time I've gone down in difficulty. Hit max level, and I've unlocked cards. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. That is pretty good. And yeah, I've fully finished this out. So got 3 more to go, 2 more here, 3 more here, and 6 more here. And then you start golding your collection. Yeah, thank you all for checking it out. This is the game I've been playing. It's available on Nintendo Switch and the Steam store. I don't know if they're planning to do more, but it's currently in early access. And if you like this type of content, let me know. I might do more. This is what I'm doing tonight, and I thought I might as well record a run and show what the game looks like for anyone who's never heard of it.